Hey, and we are live. Let's see, it's still kind of early. Waiting for everybody to settle in. I'm trying to get my breath right now. I run a lot, but this is my second live, so I get a little nervous before I begin. So, I don't see anybody on yet. No worries. Oh, I do see somebody. Good evening and welcome to Movie Night with the Attic Review. We are going to be watching. Well, it's pretty cool it's not cool because I don't have the actual DVD by itself. However, I do have this three film set. You like that shit? Yeah. Which has Halloween H20, Halloween Resurrection, and Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers, starring that stud Paul Rudd. Even though it's a goofy ass performance, still love him for it. And let's see here. I'm going to begin the movie in a little bit. Right now, I just have it at the title screen, and it has the option of choosing Halloween H20 or Halloween Resurrection. And maybe another night we'll check out Halloween Resurrection. Again, good evening for anyone that is joining. So I'm giving a little bit of time before I start. And actually, you know what? Why wait? I said 5:15. Let's get this going a little bit. So I'm about to press play on Halloween H20. Again, I love this. Check this out. Bring back physical media. We need this shit, all right? Three film set. And on the double-sided disc is the option of Halloween H20 and Resurrection. H20 it is. Let's begin the movie. I am pressing play, my friends. And here we go. I remember this movie came out in 98, correct? Hence 20 years later. Special place in my heart. I was about to begin my freshman year, and my father took me and my sister. I had to get uniforms ready. I went to a Catholic high school. So right when we were going to go shopping in that area, I think maybe around the Arcadia area, the movie was playing, and I was so happy because I worked a summer job. So I had some money, and I was so happy to take my dad and my sister to go see Halloween H20. My dad always loved those disgusting movie nachos, so we would get those, and good memories of watching this. When's the first time you guys all watched this? So we've got Nurse Marion, cigarette, October 29th, 1998. Here we go, baby. Again, one of my favorites in the franchise. I don't know if I hear a lot of dislike of this movie or hating. I don't know, but I just feel that it doesn't get its flowers. It's a great, great entry into the franchise. So Marion right away, she worked on the original shit in 78, so she knows Myers as an evil mother. And apparently she has been taking care of the old doctor right before he passed away, and she's coming home what looks like a breaking and entering. All right, so some spooky shit. Great lighting. I like it. And she's got that long ass cigarette like Shelley Duvall style. Oh, hey, Aunt Carol, what's up? Yeah, I've got to say, I'm with you. This is one of my favorites. Like, I've got to say, this is one of the easiest ones for me to put on and just watch. Like, I enjoy the hell out of this one. There's just, I can't explain that. The air, the atmosphere, again, the color, the opening, brilliant fall colors that it is emphasizing. All right, here we go. We've got a little surprise coming up. Jump scare. It is JGL with an ironic hockey mask on, which is pretty funny. So Jimmy pops out, played by JGL, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Sometimes, I've heard that he's a less attractive version of me, and that's not very nice. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. Come on, he's a good actor. I like that dude. I've heard he's my doppelganger. Loved his work, all of his work. I love him. And here he is, Jimmy, with a hockey mask on and his stick, and they just call the cops, but Jimmy wants some adventure and some booze. He wants to suck back some Grandpa's old cough syrup. And his buddy now is being a little bitch and doesn't want to go inside with him. But, I mean, am I going to be brave like that, dude? Hell no. Look at that creepy-ass house. If you are joining us, we are at the, 2-minute, 50-second mark. We are approaching 3 minutes. Did anybody else notice that as well? When he's about to enter the house to check it out for Marion, it gets dark hella fast. Like the sun's still pretty much out. And then all of a sudden, I was watching him go into the house. It just gets dark as fuck all of a sudden. It's wild. Personally, don't blame him for not going in. I know, right? And here he goes. He's giving a little warning because he's been suspended a few times for getting a little crazy with the stick. I love that part. Every time he does it, I mean, I wonder if that was improvised. It's my boy JGL. I love it. That's what I'm saying, yeah, Carol, yeah. I mean, I think that was probably his intention the whole time. And I like later on how he's like, yeah, and they messed up your kitchen pretty bad, knowing damn well he messed it up. But he's walking into the office and he doesn't know what's going on. He just sees wreckage. But we know, oh, Mikey boy is looking for his sister. Is that, wait a minute. In this timeline, is this his sister in this timeline? I'm trying to remember before they jump. I think this is still his sister. Yeah, because I think when they had that loud ass makeout session between her and the school counselor, I'm talking about Laurie Strode here. I think that, yeah, she was saying that that's her brother still. So, and here he goes. He's still in the booth and he's about to get scared because he doesn't check his six. And bam, he messes up the kitchen. And that's a proper reaction. If you're a punk bitch chicken. Would you see me flinching like that? Hell no. Yeah, you would actually. I'd probably be screaming and running. I wouldn't even have the nerve to go in there. And now, again, Jimmy comes out of the house and it is dark as fuck out there. Oh my goodness. It is very dark. And he's kind of like, oh, yeah, they messed up that room. Didn't see anything really messed up, but he stole some beer. See, I was a good kid. I didn't do that nonsense. So I can't relate to old Jimmy here. But I know some of you rascals probably. Okay, now she's going back into the house. Wait for the po-po, man. One time has a job to do. What are you doing? Oh, Marion, you're smarter than this. You know, and that's, yeah, that's a valid point. Like, the timelines get so weird in this. And, yeah, because what was it from The Curse of Michael Myers? Because that was before this. What happened with all that? Yeah, it's very strange, but I just watch the movies. I don't try to make sense of them. And Marion, here we go. She's checking the breaker box, seeing what's good with it. There we go. Get a flashlight. I still wouldn't be in that house, but she's brave. She's dealt with these monsters before. And again, anybody watching, when was the first time you saw this one? Is this one of your favorites? Me and my aunt were just talking about it. Yeah, this is easily one of my favorites. Like, it's so comfortable to watch. Now, oh, there's the framed picture of Loom Dog. Loomis B. Lumen. And her office is ransacked, and there's a Laurie Strode file, and oh, surprise, surprise, it's empty. He took that shit. So mission accomplished for Mike. Good job, Mikey. And okay, here we go. That's fun. That's so much fun. Door is wide open, so she goes to check, and in the background you see Mikey. I love horror movies and how they prepped us to constantly search the background, and that's an obvious one. It's not trying to hide it. But it's just so much fun. And now he's messing with her. Open up the back door now. Looks like nice weather, though, to die in. If your name's Marion. Poor thing. And even in, what was it? Halloween H20, the 2018 requel, she was in that. And I think she got finished off there as well. Poor thing. She's a soldier, though. Okay, she's leaving the house. Good for her. And that's what's sad about her demise in this one, is that she did the right things. She had the boys check the house. She called the cops. They took their sweet patootie time getting over there. And she left the house at the first sign of danger. Good for her. And Jimmy's got a skate to the face. What a fear. I know somebody out there has a fear of getting slashed with a skate. And there it is by JGL's face. And then this is funny. People have brought it up like, so Michael just propped up the body to fall on her perfectly. I think James from Dead Meat pointed that out in his kill count. And yeah, I mean, what a jerk. And what timing and precision does he have to pull that off? He grabbed a nice steak knife. Here we go. Uh-oh, is it murder time? Uh-oh, time to go. Oh, no. Not time enough. I was going to change it to this, but not quite murder time. Go back to regular lighting. 5-0 shows up. Oh, and she smacks the hell out of him. Right in the back of the head. Good for her. There we go. And she's putting up a good fight, dude. She's putting up damn a good fight. And the police are checking where they were doing their job. Good but frustrating opening, and I think that's why I like it so much, because she was so close to escaping. She had it. She busted the window open, screamed for them, and it wasn't enough. And right where, oh, here we go. Kill count. Didn't mean that. Kill time. That's what I meant to say. Murder, death, kill. Oh, and that was a good, I want to say practical effect. The knife across the throat. Oh, at least it was a sharp knife. All right. Murder's over. Back to lighting. And then the police notice we got a twofer over here. We've got another breaking and entering, but they don't notice the car slowly eking out of there. What a great opening. I love it. So that's a nice car. Wait a minute. No, that wasn't Marion's. Must have been one of the boys. I don't know what kind of car that is. Car fanatics. What kind of car that was? Was that? We are at the 9-minute, 25-second mark. They are taking Marion's body out, and it's nice and rainy. It kind of looks like the opening scene in the 1990 version of It. I love that opening with poor, what's his face? Georgie running down, and then Pennywise having a little snacky snack. But that rainfall right there reminded me of that opening. Now we've got the detectives. They're having a good time, checking things out, admiring the obsessive compulsive beautiful mind artwork here, the board. I've always wanted to do that, to have like a board like that with everything pegged up there. I didn't say get pegged, I said peg stuff up there. But that's cool. All the clippings and everything showing true obsession. Nice. And this guy's making the right call. He's like, hey, let me call in Haddonfield. Be warned, your boy might be going around there. Wait a minute, they're not going to Haddonfield. They're going to Strode's Hood. This is, again, why I love the opening. After he closes the door and says, yeah, Michael Myers, yeah, right. And they start with the music and the storm. Beautiful. Sure, we've got some credits going around. I don't mind it because it's done in a tasteful manner. Whoever did that crappy drawing of Michael Myers, that was crappy, just so you know. Doesn't even look like him. But we have Halloween water, H20. I remember the promotion was kind of weird when it came out. Who can be a little theatrical? Sorry, I missed that. I didn't see it in time. So we have all the clips. She survived Halloween 2. Michael's always theatrical. He'd be playing too much. That's why he's in this position in the first place. These news clippings are really cool. And there's that awesome drawing. But I shouldn't say anything because I doubt I could draw that. I'm not the best artist. I stick to playing music. I'm not good at that either. So I stick to this, where I'm jaded and I just talk shit about stuff because I'm so sad on the inside. Anyways, we've got the introduction of everything. Headstone stolen, youth killed, 2 wounded. Man, Michael did work. But I'm trying to remember where it negates it. Because, I mean, Halloween 3 is its own thing. And this is so confusing. I'm sure there's some studs out there on YouTube that have this all connected. And maybe I should check out one of those videos. Ooh, it says Return to the Gallows. That's a good movie if you guys haven't seen that one. Found footage, kind of goofy. I enjoyed it. And there's those eyes again. Again, anybody, first time you saw this one. I saw in the theater, thank goodness. What an experience. And it was cool, yeah, taking my dad to see it. Being able to do that. And this was a good movie. Because I can't say that I recall watching part 6 when it came out. I can't say that. I don't remember it. I don't remember 5 either. But I remember, I don't know, 4 and 5 were really weird. Like, they came back from 3, which the longest time I just wanted to hate on it because it seemed like the popular thing to do. But 3 is solid. But they come back because they felt the pressure of having Michael not there. And I don't know, man. It just went like lamp, like womp womp. Anyways, here we go. We are at the 13-minute, 13-second mark. They are at the, well, we know later on it's a dream sequence, but he's going through the hall where he would do that nefarious one arm, like slowly lowering himself down, which was badass. But he's walking those halls right now. And I'm always fascinated by this sequence. Like, did they want us to know it was a dream? Oh, there we go. Introducing Josh Hartnett, that goofy ass haircut. That's probably one of the funniest things is this haircut in this movie. I'm not known for having the best haircuts, but what was that choice? That was almost as bad as Courtney Cox in Scream 3. And we all saw what a winner of a choice that was. Oh, we are having the flashbacks of Mikey having anger issues and punching in the closet, and Lori being like, excuse my voice too. I've been sick. We were supposed to have movie night last week, but I was messed up. And that's how I felt. Laurie Strode waking up screaming. That's how I felt. And she is going wild with it. Jesus, Laurie, calm down. Excuse me. Sorry. Looks like she's got the sweats going on right now. And like a good son, is making sure she's all right. There we go, Mom. It's all good. Take your time waking up, woman. You've been through a lot. I don't think John really knows all the shit that she's been through. But as a former alcoholic, I could just smell that bedroom right now. I could just smell the booze exfoliating from her. Ugh. Because I know she likes to drink a lot. We've seen the wine, we've seen the vodka. I could just imagine that smell because I've been there. And then poor John's got to get her some other pills. Oh, pills are good. Pills are good. Poor thing's got a lot of them. I mean, dealing with the serial killer brother, good damn. And he was a good one, too. And he ruined Halloween forever for her. That's messed up. Because, I mean, she was a pretty good kid, but I'm sure she enjoyed Halloween, and her jerk brother ruined it. So we are now Halloween at the Hillcrest Academy High School. I mean, I'm going to rewind it a little bit. Where the hell was it at? Oh, okay. Summer Glen, California. Welcome to Hillcrest, y'all. Welcome to Hillcrest. Guarded by LL Cool J, who is great in this movie. I can't remember. Did Deep Blue Sea come out at the same time? Was it the same year? But I was like, damn, LL Cool J's nice little horror queen. Back to back. Because Deep Blue Sea was awesome. All right. This part is cold-blooded. This whole exchange between, and like, I don't know their dynamics, but it's ruthless because John gets a card from his dad. It's a couple months late, birthday card. And then, for some reason, John just lashes out at her. Like, it's mean. I'm sure, maybe she's put him through hell. I don't know the situation. What I see here, though, is like he's like the bad mouth and the dad calling him all these bad names. And then he's like, and guess who attracted him? And he left you. I was like, oh my God, leave her alone. Like, wasn't nice. It was funny. But holy shit. Oh my God. Sorry. Cherry Coke time. It was a double homicide. It was a really great layered joke that Lori should have saw coming. That's her fault for walking into that freaking minefield. She got blown up. And then he has I guess that's a teenage something. I was a good kid. Don't let anybody tell you else. I was a damn good kid. And my mom would have freaking punched me and launched me through the freaking window. Could not imagine talking to my mom like that. Jesus Christ, we wouldn't be here today. My mom did kill me once. I don't know how I'm still here. But John, man, little jerk. But I mean, again, I'm sure it had to be rough dealing with a mother with, that's a lot of trauma, and I'm not sure she unpacked it correctly. Okay, this irritates the absolute piss out of me, is that damn character of Charlie and how he has such a hot-ass girlfriend. That irritates the shit out of me. She is way too hot to even be talking to that little chode. I never got it. I get it. I went to a private school and I get money has an influence on how you look to these girls. I get it. But they're all there. They're all pretty much rich. I don't get how she chose that freaking rat-faced, Cheeto-smelling mother. Oh my God. I never understood it. What was her real name? Jody Lynn Keefe? Something like that. But I was like, Charlie, you got that dime piece. Get out of me. I don't think so. We saw Laurie Strode. How did she get this job? I'm always curious about how these people come into these positions of power. Just like Roman becoming a director and shit. Impressive. Michelle Williams. Oh, as I live and breathe. Dawson's Creek alumni. And, Daddy Kevin Williamson had his hands to deal with this. And, of course, he did Dawson's Creek. So nice little connection there. Which is interesting because later on, they are watching Scream 2, which Kevin Williamson did. And, of course, James from Dead Meat pointed it out that how the heck, you know what? We'll cross that bridge later. Right now, let's focus on Michelle Williams being cute as hell in that tie. And damn it, Josh Hartnett, grab a brush. Ugh. What kind of car is that? So we are on Highway 139, Northern California. And this lady looks like she's driving a hearse or like an aborted hearse. I don't know what the hell she's driving, but it's time to tinkle. We got to go to a rest area. Pretty green, actually. I'm used to all the shithole rest area stops in Arizona. Those things suck. Any rest area sucks. But they don't, or maybe they do notice. We got Mikey's car. That guy's not very good with cars. He always has it like, oh, tire is shredded. How did he do that? I never noticed that. I thought maybe he just pulled over. I knew he needed a new car. I just figured he ran out of gas. I didn't realize that dumb shredded that tire. Idiot still can't drive. Moron. No, I'm kidding. You didn't hear that, Mike. And now the women's bathroom was locked up, so they got to go to the men's room. And she's like, well, too bad for the boys. And they just creep in there. And of course, the light doesn't work. That's typical, though. That's a rest area. Those are so gross. I like how they described them and what was it? There's something about Mary the bathhouses of the 90s. I never understood that joke, but it made me laugh at the because I didn't get it at the time. I still laugh. Now they got to go potty in these disgusting bathrooms. What is with Mike Myers and attacking people in bathrooms? That was pretty awesome in H20. In the 2018 version, God, he freaking pounded that dude into, oh my God. It looked like he got like a crayon and just smashed it against the wall until like it just stopped existing. That poor dude's head. And that woman, she had to go in there to take a doo-doo, so I know she got choked out and doo-dooed herself. I know it. I don't know how I got to that thought process. Anyways, they're in the restroom. She gave her some toilet paper. Oh, and Mikey jacked her purse. Oh, you scoundrel. That's got to be scary, not going to lie. Jokes aside, that's scary. Coca-Cola time. Uh-oh. Not Coca-Cola time, because she just got a glimpse of Mikey. Did he get a glimpse of her? Is this like something they see on Craigslist? I saw you at the rest area. What's your name, girl? One of those situations? Nah, he doesn't have that look. But I'll give it to him. I mean, he didn't kill them. Good for him. He's not a complete. No, he is a complete monster at times. He was eating dogs, for crying out loud. I forgot about that. That was a good jump scare. I mean, nothing bad happened except them getting carjacked. But wow, this was such an intense scene. Brilliant. Bravo. Because you hear the little girl scream, but in a sense, you know she's okay. And thank God she was just like, spiders. Whatever. Spiders got to her better than Mikey killing her or her mama. We are at the 22-minute, 30-second mark. Miss Strode, or no, what's her name here? Carrie Tate. Miss Tate here. I wanted to say Taint. Miss Tate here is giving a little speech about Yellowstone. Is that where they're going? Yosemite. Giving a little speech and no booze. No crawling into each other's sleeping bags, you little horn dog perverts. And we have our 4 ruffians here that are excusing themselves from the trip so that way they can, as the girl says it, Roman orgy. Again, that dude is so ugly and just ugly. Jesus. They couldn't have cast a better looking kid for that. I mean, the disrespect. Poor Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. Don't ask how I still know that name. So everyone's happy. They're going to go have a good time. This is the neat part. Miss Carrie Tate. Is it Carrie? Yeah. Carrie Tate is walking with Will Brennan, Mr. Brennan, school counselor. And Jamie Lee Curtis meets her mama, Janet Leigh from Psycho itself. Horror of royalty. Mother-daughter on screen. How cool is that? That's pretty neat. Ugh. And then they go into the sloppiest kissing ever. I swear, I have to normally fast forward this and the other part because it's like, was this their actual kissing noises? You know how they do like certain things to make certain sounds for the movies, for the effects? Excuse me. I wonder if they did anything specific to make it sound more nauseous when they're just like, oh, what? Ugh. And I know he's got permanent coffee breath. Like he looks like Michael Scott from The Office. Looks like permanent 2 or 3 day stale old coffee fucking breath. Brother, what is that? I know, right? He just has that look. And she's all smiling after she just got lapped over like a freaking dog. And I go back to my earlier point. It's gotta suck to have Halloween ruined for you. But what doesn't suck is now we meet the security, the muscle in this area. We've got LL Cool J as the guard, Ronnie. So we got Ronnie here, and Ronnie is an author of erotica for children. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke from Friends. But he does write novels for lonely women. You can tell why he's like, what does he say? Her voluptuous, melon pressed. I can't remember. This one, unfortunately, doesn't have my beloved subtitles, which I desperately need right now. So I'm trying to lip read a lot of their dialogue, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on a lot of this. I don't remember a lot of this. I'm just going to have to go off of memory. And we've got, oh, there it is. I was just about to say we got a jump scare coming up. I'm surprised this guy doesn't have a heart attack real soon. Like, he is always getting caught lacking left and right. He's just, oh, fuck! Every time I'm like, dude, you are losing constant years off of your life by not being prepared. And this guy knows not to let John here off campus for a little off-campus lunch. He knows that. But horny-ass John here is like, come on, man. I got to impress Molly. Molly might look and touch my wiener. I don't know. Let me go get some shit for her, Ronnie. And Ronnie's like, I need my job. Your mom's going to kick my ass if I let you out again. Oh, come on, Ronnie. Look at my stupid haircut. Well, how about you get a haircut? No, he doesn't say that. He just lets him out of the damn gate. Dumbass should have been fired. But I like Ronnie. I really do. But, I mean, you can't be surprised when these dummies get caught. But I guess you're a good guy. And the security station door is wide open again. It's like he wants to get scared. It's like he wants Michael Myers to get behind him, get that double grip on his underwear, and give him the greatest wedgie ever seen for not paying attention. Come on, Ronnie. Back to Miss Tate here. She is off campus for a little off-campus lunch and boozing, which I'm not judging. Alcoholic, former alcoholic, whatever you want to call it. I understand. I do. I remember those plights to go get alcohol randomly. And she's actually quite polite about it. It's funny later on when John's talking about it. He's like, well, his friend was like, well, why don't you just steal a bottle from your mom? Oh, 1 second here. She's having a little hallucination. But no, It's just, oh, which Arkin is this? Is this Alan Arkin? Adam Arkin? I can't remember. And there they go with that noisy kissing. Oh my god. They're making me want to drink this Coke. And she's got her glass of wino. Her glass of wino. And he's on and on his bullshit. Like, I'm a really good listener, you know. I'm a really good listener. Bro, no, you're not. Later on, you guys have a date and you won't stop smooching her. She's trying to tell you about her traumatic past, and you're over here like, damn, bro. So now they're at this, it looks like a nice little cafe. And she's hinting at it. You know, poor thing's hurting. It's messed up. Like, I mean, on another note, kind of a darker note, but like my father, bless him in heaven, but he passed away on New Year's Eve. So it kind of sucks because, yeah, New Year's Eve is always tainted for me now. It does. It sucks. And so, but I say this kind of jokingly, but at the same time, like, damn, Halloween is forever ruined for her. I drink like that too. And Jamie, I mean, she was just, oh man, looks beautiful in this. She was gorgeous in the first one. You know, she had that innocent, I'm still gonna save the day look to her. And now she looks beautiful. And hell, even in the newer Halloween movies, still look fantastic. Jamie, great job, Jamie. Drink that glass of wine, girl. You earned it. Good for you. But it's painful. And I remember those memories of how much it hurt. Like, people think that, you know, it's just, woo, I want to keep partying. That's not the case. That shit hurts. It's not fun. You don't like drinking at 6 a.m. It's not freaking fun. So when I see her right here at getting the waiter's attention to be like, hey, give me another one right now because I don't want the shame of that dude seeing me down it. Don't ask any questions, just do it. You know, it's well done. Nice little, I mean, not subplot, but nice little, you know, character development. It's sad, but it's relatable. On edge, poor thing. She's gulping that thing. Little story. When I was in my alcoholic days, I remember I was working at like this weird job. I can't even really say what it was. It was stupid. But I remember running to Target for a quick little alcohol break and trying to down this wine. Disgusting. So watching her down that wine, ugh. And there's Charlie Boy. His ugly ass just stole some booze. Respect. I get it. Halloween night. Little thrill of the hunt. I get it. And see, John here just walked past a barbershop. There's a barbershop right there. Fix that hair, you cute bastard. That's when you know you're that good looking, is that you can have a haircut like that and still be adored. I hate him for that. Had one of the cruddiest haircuts ever, and you're still a cutie patootie. So far, what did everyone think of this? More kills? Did we need more kills so far? The opening was pretty good. He had a body count of 3, I think. And we were at the what? How far along are we? Yeah, we're at the 31-minute, almost 32-minute mark. So I guess that's the first act. Not bad. Three bodies so far. And John's having a meltdown. And I get it. I get both sides. I truly do. But she was right. That's the biggest I told you so ever. Because your uncle just slashed your leg and was going to kill your girlfriend and just killed your friends. Because you want to be sneaky and not go to Yosemite like you said, you little jerk. I always wondered about that. I guess we'll get into that coming up because I was curious about how or what Mikey's intention was. What was the end game? Did he know he had a nephew and he just wants to kill him? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Or Was it just trying to get a sister? Like, oh, who's this little guy? Is that little John? Oh, come here. I don't know. But Jonathan here has had enough. And it's again, the mom has a good point, but he's had more than enough on his side to be like, hey, get off my back. I put up with this for 17 years. Shit. They both need a break from each other. And Mike's just chilling there watching the whole time. I think that's one of my favorite parts of the franchise is just his ability to hide in plain sight. No one ever watches that guy. Ever. I remember the first one, like he's driving right past the sheriff and Loomis, and, and there he is. He parked up with his freaking mini hearse right at the gates, right behind them, and no one notices. I mean, I know it's horror movie logic. I get it. Dumb crap has to happen. I understand. It's just funny. He's literally there, and then he just passes on by. And this is a secluded area. I don't imagine you have too many random cars going through there. And Ronnie, come on, man. How are you going to look her in the eye knowing what you did? And he's all sheepish. He knows he was wrong. Ronnie. You and those gates, bro. Yeah, I like the guy. I just don't think he's very good at his job. At all. And I would say stick to the writing, but I'm not sure about those writing skills either. Time for some more killing time as we watch Michelle Williams doing dishes. And I guess we're getting a little taste of what's to come with this little makeshift elevator. I'm not sure what it's for. Like a service elevator? That's some weird stuff right there. It's neat, though. I mean, looks fun to maybe ride in. And she's so pretty here. Oh, Michelle Williams. I forget her when she was very popular in the Dawson's Creek era, and she was in a lot of other movies. But I mean, did she have kids with Joker? Wasn't she with Heath Ledger? I can't remember. And then we got Riz Master John here, luring poor Molly to his little makeout center. Oh, they did have kids together. Okay. Oh, how cute. He made her a little I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hate. That is pretty cute. For a simp. No, man. I mean, I get it. My first kiss was on Halloween. How come I wasn't chased by Michael Myers, man? That would have been a hell of a story. Damn. And I mean, what if he messed up the map or she didn't read it correctly and she just gets lost? That would have been a funny movie. In fact, someone should make a movie like that. And I like how she is just blindly following this map. I mean, what if it was just some creep at the school? I mean, not even Michael Myers, like a weird janitor, like a Frederick Krueger type. Lucky it's John, just looking to make out with her in that musty little freaking. It looks like the basement of that 70s show. I can smell that couch, that dust and must. Ugh. But I mean, I guess when you're 17 and horny, it don't matter. A makeout spot's a makeout spot. And on Halloween. Tall ass 17-year-old. How old was he in this movie? 30? Again, I'm just bitter because he's in this movie. He was in The Faculty. Another outstanding movie. Josh. I wish you in more, bro. I heard he's making kind of like a comeback recently, but damn, I never realized how much filler this movie has. Get to some action now, dog. Does anybody else want me to just fast forward this shit? This is my rules. What am I doing? Anybody out there say the word and I'll freaking fast forward this. I'm tired of this puppy-eyed, we're in love crap. Makes me sick. They're over here freaking nudging each other. What is this? Oh, damn it. I was going to skip it, but this is kind of an important part. I'm with you, Nicole. I wanted to skip. I really did. And we got this goofy ass thinking he cute. You're cute anyways. You don't have to do that. But Michelle Williams, aka Molly, is looking around, and here we go. I like this. It's a classic like reference to the original Halloween, just as Jamie Lee Curtis did. And she look over, and she sees the shape over there. Same thing happened to Molly. Molly's in class, daydreaming about how wonderful John is and those precious lips she's gonna plant on him later on. She looks out the window and sees the shape out there just chilling. Wait a minute, I don't get it. Is that outside the walls? I was like, how is he on the campus already? I thought he didn't get in until after everybody left. But this is also, I remember when I was younger, I really didn't give a shit to the speech. But this is a nice little foreshadowing of what's coming up later on. The old stand your ground and fight. She's kind of presenting that right now because I think they're talking about Frankenstein. And essentially, everything else is taken from you. What choice do you have but to fight? So it's pretty nice little, metaphor right here. Some nice little foreshadowing. I like Williamson, man. He's a good writer. And we have Mama Tate here telling John, hey, dude. Quick little note there, just because I said it out loud. Tate. I wonder if that's a reference to Sharon Tate, perhaps? The poor actress that got killed by the Manson family. Just every time I hear that name Tate, it will forever, ever be etched in my head. We are at the 39-minute, 35-second mark. Jonathan is getting the blessing from Mama to go to Yosemite, but he don't want to go now. And she thinks she's being cool hip mom and saying, go on, boy, have a good time. Nope. He wants to get over here and dry hump Molly all night, but his crazy uncle's got other plans. And she had a makeout session in mind, too. With that freaking, I don't know. He was funny. What's his name again? Will Brennan? Mr. Brennan? And all these kids are getting all these short. They don't have like big transportation buses. These are like 10 small buses, like 10 short buses. They couldn't just splurge and get 2 big buses. This academy, I swear, you got freaking Ronnie running guard. You've got Psycho Lady scaring people left and right. This place is a mess. Come on, Hillcrest. And if she's this paranoid, I'm surprised that she didn't watch him get on that bus. Like, she walks out here now. Okay, this is a really great part. I love this entire sequence. We are at the 41-minute mark, we'll say. So we're at the 41-minute mark. And, of course, her mama shows up again. What's her name in this? I thought I had it in my notes. Norma. Her name is Norma. Was that the name in Psycho as well? But, so her mom is on screen again with her. She was in Psycho. Daughter's in Halloween. And this part is so sick because that car in the background, that vehicle, is the same one that she was driving away in Psycho. And it's so brilliant. I love it every time. You hear the kind of like the mashup of the music. You listen closely, you can hear the Psycho theme going too. So, I love it. It's stuff like this that it pays off to pay attention to all the little snippets that they're taking from the other movies. Especially here. The car, the music, the actress. Yeah, and did she say it too? Did she say the line, everyone is entitled to one good scare? See here, it was cute. I like when she said it. Halloween Kills. When that stupid sheriff said it. Oh my God. I wanted Michael to punch him through the face so hard. Ugh. But yeah, here, pleasantly done. And maybe I'm just biased because, again, you've got the Psycho score in the back, the car. We are at the 42-minute, 30-second mark, and we have the buses leaving Hillcrest. I'm huge on dusk. The time of dusk is like my favorite time of the day. Seeing the buses roll out, it's Halloween night. Damn, look at the atmosphere. Beautiful Northern California hills. It's getting dark, not quite dark yet. This is prime time trick-or-treating hours. But no candy here. Mikey wants his knife to find some flesh. And what a night to do it. What a beautiful countryside. You got a deserted campus. Man, like fish in a barrel. You've got the world's worst security guard writing some pornographic Shakespeare. Like, I wish I had the freaking subtitles for this. Because those words, they're brilliant. No wonder this guy was a rapper. And see how many are old enough to remember that he raps. Jesus. And okay, it's dark. It's nice and dark now. This is where the action starts, baby. This is where we get going. I remember the trailers for this showing how scary it was with Ronnie looking out the gates like, hello, hey. And now he's like, okay, let me open the gates. And we have that mini hearse with that lighting. It's all smoky. God damn. This is how you make a movie scene. This is amazing. What atmosphere created. This kind of is reminiscent of when there's two dudes in that leather-bound outfits in Friday the 13th Part 5. Oh, 1 second here. Mike is going to walk right past them. Awesome. The shape just moved right past Ladies Love Cool James, and he didn't even know. I'm going to attribute that to the car making all that pop, 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 pop noise. But again, I think this is one of those angles where you just like applied for the position, and I don't think you were quite qualified for it. Good for Mikey. And now he's in the gates. It's even better. And I love the little guard station. It's so fun because it's so vulnerable. It's got two doors, and Mikey's just there through the windows looking at him. Oh, this scene is so great. Because he's looking through one door, and you got Mikey at the window staring in. And it's something about the vulnerability. It's just amazing. I love how tense this part is. And again, it's not the scariest of parts. It's just good, clean, tense fun. He even did a little pranky prank. Knocked on the window and it bounced away. And then, oh shit. The phones aren't working now, dog. See, and this is before everyone had those celly cells. Nah, we had landlines, homie. That went out. Your dial-up went out. Everything went out. And here we go. I'm switching to Laurie Strode now. I hate saying Tate. It just doesn't roll off the tongue correctly. Laurie Strode here is locking up the office and getting ready to go knock some boots with the counselor. Yeah, I don't know who's hornier, man. The counselor or the 17-year-olds. Damn. But I know Laurie Strode's ready for some wine and hopefully not seeing her brother, but nah, tonight's the night. Great part right here. All right, family, we are at the 46-minute, 20-second mark. Nighttime. She's leaving the office. The campus is nice and lit up. Excuse me, but still dark. And here she goes. It's been like Friday the 13th Part 5 where Tommy keeps seeing what the shit? Time out. I'm pausing it real fast. Anyways, where Tommy keeps seeing Jason and he's not there, Roy, he keeps seeing Jason. All movie they've been doing that to us, where we think that she's just tripping and she's seeing like a hallucination. And honestly, we don't know which is which. But now, now we're doing it. But I was going to say the backdrop, that kind of looked like the mansion in Scream 3. It kind of did. So, all right, family, we are starting the movie at the 46-minute, 41-second mark. Here we go. She turns around. Here's the shape. He's coming to get you. He's walking. She's trying to do her grounding, just like Tommy Jarvis did. That shit don't work. And she's trying it again. And that's where the brilliance is because what was it, Michael walking towards her? Or was it Brennan? And Brennan's like, oh, hey, you want to make out with my coffee breath? Yeah, you do. And she's like, hey, where's that shape at? That didn't look like you, Will. But Say love you. She's drunk. Now Will, putting on the charm, being like, hey girl, it's all good. I got you. Let me check on these kids. And then, never mind, I'm not going to go there. And then we'll just make out noisily on your couch. Ugh, sorry. Now, Mr. Brennan, he turns around, and what does he see? He sees a little silhouette walking away in the background. Awesome. He's like, oh, hello. Now we get to the Scream 2 part. James pointed this out, and it's true. They're watching Scream 2, and that's in the same universe as Scream, and they were showing Halloween, which had Jamie Lee Curtis. They're in a Halloween movie. This part, I remember, made my dad laugh so hard. It still makes me laugh. I did like a YouTube short of this where, I mean, date assault is not funny, but the girls are making a joke about it, getting some roofies and putting him in some guy's drink and stuff like that. And they're like, do you want to join us? And he hits him back with, no thanks. I'm having my nips pierced. That was such a good line. That's always one of those. Was that ad-libbed? Was that improvised? Or was that in the script? Knowing Kevin Williamson, like I don't, but knowing Kevin Williamson, he probably wrote that. Good old nipple play. Now the kids are being naughty, breaking into their makeout room to eat some nasty-ass old school food, some wings and nasty other stuff that's going to give them gas and bad breath. Gross-ass kids. Ugh. And actually, I know a lot of adults still like that. Ugh. And here goes homegirl. She found that vodka. Again, during my days of drinking hard, vodka was the choice. And seeing her down that, I can smell it. Gross. The smell of straight vodka, ugh. And she is downing that shit. And I remember I used to do it a lot. It hits hard. It's clear. But man, does it make you stink. That's one thing they really don't tell you about being an alcoholic is how bad you smell. Especially if it's vodka. Oh my God. Can't mask that shit. So poor thing. She's dealing with Halloween and she is paranoid. As she should be. It's gotta suck though. You know something's gonna happen. You know it. But the world thinks you're crazy because it didn't happen this year. Didn't happen the next year. Year 7 hasn't happened. You're like, I know it. I know it. And everyone's like, yeah, okay, Lori. Yeah, okay. And then it happens. And like, oh, we're sorry. And she's like, I've been telling you. Okay, let's see. We have our little ruffians getting all the nasty-ass food. That food really does look gross. Normally, I salivate at seeing movie food. Normally, it looks so delicious. Especially Ratatouille. I know that's animated, but damn. Or Hook. Hook had some bomb-ass food in there. But this shit? Ugh. That reminds me of my grade school goddamn sloppy joes and cold-ass tater tots. Lumpy-ass milk. I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad. But this food looks terrible. And look at all these candles, man. That's a fire hazard, guys. You gotta think. If Michael Myers doesn't get you, those candles will. Shitheads. And there goes Charlie. We needed one to wander away from the herd. And there he goes. And all right, family. The nastiest freaking makeout session in the world. We are 51 minutes. Oh my God. I can't even tell you enough how repulsed I get. This is why I love this movie and I can put it on. However, this cannot be one of my go-to-bed movies. Because at any point during my slumber, I'm trying to reach my REM and I'm sleeping, and I hear that. It's one of the most obnoxious noises. And I think he's eating too. I think he's eating like a frozen goddamn almond or something, and he's just and kissing her. It's And this is what grinds my gears, is that he was making a point the whole time. Hey, girl, I care about your feelings. I'm a really good listener. She's trying to confess on how traumatized she is from that bullshit that her younger brother did. And he's like, Are you sure? Nah, I don't think it's that. I'm like, dude, she's trying to open up to you, bro. Quit chomping. Quit your smooching. Listen to her. That's why you got that knife up your ass. Was it up his ass? I think it was just his spine, but after all this shit, I hope it was up his ass. Not really, that's kind of mean. It's funny though. Not for me, because I mean, that would suck. And this nonsense of this stupid pillow talk. Ugh, and vodka. No, she just downed some mouthwash. I guess that takes the sting away a little bit. Anyone ever notice? No one hate on me too much, but how much he looks like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Mister what's this called? Negan from The Walking Dead. You take away that beard and everything, and those two actually look alike. Just kind of seeing that right now. Who's got the Leaning Tower of Cheesa? Oh, see, the Leaning Tower of Cheesa, Nicole, that looks way better than anything those animals had there. Oh my god, that pizza in a Goofy movie? That looked amazing. Damn. Back to the movie, though. Oh, me, because I'm going to get sidetracked thinking about that pizza. That pizza looks so good. But for real, it's starting to set in with him that she's serious. He's like, oh, well, maybe I should leave. Nah, fool. You signed up for this. And shit, she kicked into high gear. I don't know what set her off, though. Because all of a sudden, he's like, well, how old were you? And she's like, the cameras. He was like, And she sees the 17th birthday, and she's like, 17. I don't get how that would trigger it, but whatever. I'm not in her brain. And they're passing around that vodka now, boy. Ugh. Just thinking about that vodka smell. Or Mr. Brennan kissing. Ugh. Now, I always talk shit about sequels. Normally I do. And I sound very hypocritical because I don't mind the Scream franchise going on. I didn't mind them doing a new trilogy for Halloween. And this is one of those cases where you throw enough at the wall, some of it's going to stick. Because, yeah, man, like 4, 5, and 6 were almost pretty bad. And even Resurrection after this was... Okay, it's really bad, but I still like it. But it's bad. You got Busta Rhymes making absurdly borderline racist karate noises as he kicks Michael Myers into the balls and into to be electrified. Awful, but still good. Okay, Lori ain't playing anymore. She realizes finally that the landlines are cut, and she pulls out her 6-shooter. How long did it take her to realize that John left his bag there? And he couldn't hide it anywhere better. He just put it in his closet right there. Like, take that shit with you to your musty makeout center. You left it there. And then Ronnie's... Damn. We almost saw a hate crime. She almost shot LL. And everyone's looking at her like she's crazy. She's got a gun. What are you doing? Bro, the phones are down. He's saying there's a car that shouldn't be there. You should definitely kick into high gear. That something's wrong. But she's the crazy one. Now, what's her face? Oh, what is her name? We got, what is her name? I keep forgetting her name. Sarah. See, I always just call her Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. And that mongrel put his arms around her like, and I'm a short guy, and that just looked wrong, him trying to embrace her like that. Ugh. Now he's getting into that little elevator shaft. And it's just like, at this point, we kind of know something's going to happen in that elevator shaft. Someone's going to get shafted. And I'm still wondering, like, Is that something in like in all Northern California buildings? That's pretty badass. Now Charlie is looking for, I think the wine opener. This was another one, I think, in the trailers or some of the TV spots of this particular area that, or this predicament that Charlie finds himself in. And Michael Myers shows up in the chat. So yeah, she confirmed it. Yeah, and Carol, she's in the chat. Charlie puts his hand in there. Now, we are all led to believe that that hand is going to get freaking blended really good. But he spares us. That's good. That's great tension. I, for realsy, thought, man, watching his hand get mauled would be great. I don't know what they were thinking with his eyes right here. Everybody, you see his eyes? Oh my God. I think they digitized that or whatever they did with that part, but it was awful. It was awful. Those, oh my goodness. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little upset because they didn't show Charlie getting messed up. And I wanted to see that. Because his existence really, really pissed me off. If he was with, like, you know, a less attractive girl, I get it. But I mean, and that's not to be mean or anything. I'm just saying this is like a model. Charlie? Nah, dude, that don't happen. Now, poor Sarah, she's trying to find her way out because she can't find Charlie. She's not horny anymore. I don't think they're drinking. Now she's getting scared. And it's a good time to be scared. And we find Charlie. She thinks he's playing a game, but nah. His throat is ripped open. That's a pretty good makeup effect right there. And there's Mikey. He's been working out. Don't like the haircut, though. But here he comes. Slashes her leg pretty good. And here we go with the elevator. I hate elevators in general. You know, especially this little shaft. You got the dead body. I almost feel like this is the end. I almost feel like Danny McBride. Michael Cera's dead. Charlie's dead. I hate you, Charlie. And of course, my boo thing here, Sarah, can't get her leg undone and gets it basically amputated off. Now she looks like Lieutenant Dan in Vietnam, having that shit blown off. I like how Michael is like, after he slashes the elevator shaft, just looks up with like childlike wonder, like, did I do that? Good for you, Mike. Now these two are lovebirds with stinky breath. They were blasting Creed. I don't know why Creed got so much hate in the 90s. I mean, I got made fun of for liking them, so I had to suppress my fandom for a while. But this soundtrack reminded me how much I love Scott Stapp's voice. You're the man, Scott, and Mark Tremonti. I love you. But here comes my poor baby girl. She's limping. She's limping. She ain't gonna make it. Oh no. Oh God. Oh, dude. And like, he's vicious with her. Like, he puts, man, get your freaking foot off her neck. Yeah, he puts his foot on her neck and he's just like, I haven't seen him that mad in a while. You know what I'm saying, Aunt Carol? Like, I got made fun of. I still do. But I got made fun of a lot for liking Creed. I'm going to tell you what, man. Scott Stapp's not my favorite person, but that boy can sing. He's a ripoff of Eddie Vedder. But boy could sing. And Mark Tremonti, damn, that dude could play. Okay, so Molly and John, I think they're getting the hint that something's wrong as they're seeing this, like, it looks like, oh my God, someone's been drugged everywhere. I don't even have the words to describe it accurately. I'm always curious about, like, Michael's design for Sarah's body here because they find it strung up to, like, I don't know, a strong ass electrical cord for the light. Cause like she's lighting up like And I'm like, when did you take the time to do that? And how and why? I mean, I guess it's great decoration. See, that's so weird. You guys see this? I'm gonna pause it real quick just to kind of look at it. Like, it looks like the light bulb's in her body and she's just hanging there. Okay, we are at the 1 hour, 2 minute, 20-second mark. Let's go. And she is lit up. And there's Mikey. And he gives that little, that's badass. They're trying to get out of there. They're running. Oh, 1 second, everybody. I'm sorry. Little smoke break. I'm going to rewind this because I missed some of it. We are at the 1 hour, 2 minute, 40-second mark. Here we go now. They're trying to escape. They find a clearance, but they think they're kind of in the clear. Getting a game plan. Mikey jumps up. Damn, with the weave snatch. Dude, John got in a couple punches, bro. But, ooh. Like, that looks like how Ghostface described it, where you stab and feel the knife, scrape the bone. That was a deep-ass cut he gave to John. But I'll give it to John, man. He freaking landed a couple shots. I mean, if it was me and I hit Mikey like that, 2 free shots, man, that man would be down till now. He's lucky he don't fight me, bro. You see me and Mikey fighting? You better help Mikey. Now, this scene. I remember this in TV spots and trailers and being so amazed by this. You can't tell me this isn't one of the best scenes where they're trapped in that gate and they can't get through the door. The keys are out of reach and he's just slashing at them. It looks a little comical, though, as like he looks like he's dry humping the fence trying to get the knife in there. But aside from that little scene, how tense is that? Like, they are inches away. They talked about this filming and how close they actually were, because originally the gate wasn't that close. So they're like, no, we want you uncomfortable. So they moved the gate closer so that way the knife appeared to be. Then the showdown. We are at the hour, minute, 4 minute, 35 seconds, and she closes the door. Mikey opens the key. Look at that face off. God damn. That is one of the best moments in this franchise right there. I don't care what anyone says. That face off between those two with that door between them. Shit, that was cool. Rewatching it with all of you right now made me appreciate that scene so much more. Holy crap. That's badass. Now, we've got 2 adults and 2 teens trying to figure this shit out. All scared. Now, Lori, she's so smart. She's been here before. Nice little throwback. Do as I say. Nice little throwback there. And I'm always baffled when they still don't believe the person who has been through this. They're like, well, what's going on? Just calm down. Calm down. Tell me. Don't calm down. Just go. That hallway is so sick. Like, you have those beautiful. Oh, shit. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. Brendan thinks he sees Michael. Oh, suck on this at one time. But nah, man. This is more accurate of like Boys in the Hood and Ricky. Man, Brandon, you knew it was Ronnie. You were looking for an excuse. You son of a bee. That's a hate crime, dog. Straight up. Oh, excuse me, that was disgusting. I apologize. That's the cherry Coke. I'm so sorry. Now they are mourning all this, and here we go, Brandon. Time for a knife up the ass. Oh, I mean spine, but whatever. That shaking that he does, very unnerving. Very another great part of Halloween H2O. That shaking that he does, good lord. Oh, nicely done. Great callback again. Oh, dude. Oh, Nicole, you are right. He's like, kill me, Kate. You right. And I like this part where Michael's like, oh shit, I remember this from the first one. Eat that shit, door. Clunk. Lori hits his ass with the fire extinguisher. And now he's out for a little bit, like how he's just slumped over. And then you see him get back up like sorry. I'm gonna rewind it real fast. That part. Because yeah. She cracks his ass with that fire extinguisher and he's slumped over. Now watch him as he sits down. Oh my god. Thank you all for watching this with me, because seeing that part and watching with you made me appreciate him coming back over and just sitting out like and getting back up. I'd be mad too. What a headache. Another great tense, like, chase scenes aren't valued enough in horror because we get so used to it. But like a good chase scene, this isn't the best, but this is great. John is all shanked up. They're trying to get into the little SUV, and here we got the shape, and this is his area. He loves chicken hawking people. You know this is what he does best. And she's all looking back. They're trying to get the keys and the goddamn keys. Does anybody ever do that? The horror movie test where like either you run to your car or your front door and try and open it real fast? That shit's a good rush. And Mikey again's like, hey, where are you going? And they take off. Great scene. Now we get to the gates of Hillcrest Academy. And I like this. This is Lori's final stand, baby. She about that action, boss. Give me 1 second, y'all. Little smoky smoke break. Okay. Now we have John pleading. And she's giving the old advice like in the other Halloween. Excuse me, what did she say? Like, go down to the Mackenzies or something like that? But here we go. She wants to take her stand. So I'm talking about, man, some good sibling rivalry. Go fuck each other up. Here we go. She busts open that emergency glass and gets that axe. Excuse me. And she does that call out, dog. Coldest eyes. She's just like, Michael! I'm gonna check a couple million too, Michael. Let's go. That would be better. But that is awesome. You see her shadow, and she just has that nice axe. Yeah. Call that pussy out. See, he doesn't want that smoke. No, yeah, he does. He's just getting ready. Myers must work out a lot because this is a very, very impressive one-arm letdown. Like, I don't know what that word is. I don't know what that exercise is. And she's got that mean strode. I was going to say stroll, but strode came to mind. She's got that mean stroll to her, and she's looking around. Commercials. I mean, I wish they didn't put this, but you got to advertise and sell the movie because this part behind her slowly coming down. Wow. And what a fight. Here we go. Oh, she stuck his ass. He fights back. Oh, man, he got her good. And the camera work. The camera work is spectacular in this movie. I wish I went to film school, but I do. I love all these angles, how they're coming in from high up top, coming down, and like now coming up under to make him look more imposing. Fantastic. And now going from the imposing look to now seeing the cat and mouse game. He's searching for his prey, and she is hiding beautifully under these tables, and it just sets up such a nice showdown of her trying to maneuver out of the way. God damn, this is how you make a movie. This is how you do it. Your final act, this is what you want. And what a setup. Almost looks like a church. He's trying to find her, and then he's up top. What a scene. She's right there. Pan up. Big brother standing right there. And then he almost dupes her. Ah! He's got her trapped. So, she's smart. Set the little decoy, and his dumbass takes the bait. Come on, Michael. Oldest trick in the book. But he falls for it. When he starts knocking over these tables to get to her, dude, what a shot. Right here is just passing through and just lifting them. Awesome. Like, I would have loved to see, like, the creative, like, the drawing boards when they're coming up with the scenes, because that is just phenomenal. And she's fighting back again. She shoved that freaking flag holder straight through his chest. Is this the part where we see if Michael Myers got nards? I think it is, yeah. She gets to the kitchen area, and she's, like, literally throwing everything at him. I mean, I'm not going to talk shit. I can't throw knives. I'd like to think I'm a badass like that, but no, I know there's a lot of skill in that. And she doesn't have it either. He's just dodging it. But right here, it's a little Wolfman's got nard situation as she gives his she gives his knee a welcome to his nuts, and he doesn't react. I think he just punches her. He's just mad at this point. For a while, like the movie, it took a while to get to this point, but that's what I love about it. Because once it gets to this, holy shit, it is on. And these two are just beating the shit out of each other. And she's not stopping, man. She's got two knives, and she's and then he falls down playing dead. I'll give him that. He's funny about that. Give her that. She got some great cardio. That was a lot of swinging. And anybody see how she just dropped that knife? A falling knife has no handle, first of all. Second of all, that was dangerously close to your feet. And you were just in a knife fight with your brother. Why did you drop the knife? Again, I know horror movies, we need that BS. But a guy's got to ask sometimes. Why'd you do something stupid? You know what he's capable of, all right? This shit's been going on for 20 years. You're going to drop the knife now after you've been, John, I'm telling you got to be careful. He's coming. And then you get in a knife fight with him and you drop your weapon. Or were you just planning on taking that knife that was in him and then finishing it up? Did she take it out of him? Oh my God, she does. Ugh. I really hate knives, man. That shit hurts. And like, Ronald, why did you stop that, man? This guy's got, even if you missed a majority of the fight, you've got to know that this guy was up to no good, especially if your quiet boss now has that knife raised over her fucking head, getting ready to freaking finish the job. Let her finish the job, dude. There's probably a very good reason she's doing this. Now, I will blame Halloween Resurrection. I don't know who greenlit that shit. But this negates a perfect ending. Don't get me wrong. This is where I do sound like a hypocrite. Because I normally rip into people. Be like, shut up. We don't need more sequels. We don't need this. But damn, this part right here, it was a perfect ending to the series. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like having more like Halloween 2018, great requel. The rest of the trilogy was soft. And I'm being nice about that. This ending for Halloween H20, if it wasn't ruined by the opening and story and reasoning for Halloween Resurrection, this could have been one of the greatest. I mean, I should do a freaking video about this because this could have been the greatest horror ending ever. Seriously, think about that. What other ending? I mean, she did it. She killed the shape. She killed the monster chasing her. She ended it. That's great. Instead, they freaking watered it down and made it stupid to bring him back and then kill her off. Oh, that was a bad choice. Because this, what a great she gets him. She gets him in a van. She takes off. I'm gonna end this. I'm not gonna let him go to the cops or other bullshit. I'm gonna rewind this real fast. But she gets him. She's gonna finish this shit finally. We are at the hour 16-minute mark, and she's driving her crazy like her mama did in Psycho. And in the background, as she's driving in the foreground, in the background, you see the fucking bag like moving around, and then like somehow when she turns around, it stops. I mean, we're led to believe that she's anticipating this. Still funny nonetheless. And so he's warming his way out. But the conclusion to this would have been great. She ended it. That's awesome. And in brutal fashion, too. Like, she thought for a little bit, everyone was like, oh gosh, he's going to give his hand to the guy. But here he comes sneaking out. All right, cool. More fighting to the death. Everything's to the death with Lori. Smart move. She brake checks the shit out of him, and he goes flying. Oh, I always love seeing what the human body can do involuntarily, like shoot itself through a glass windshield. And he does the famous Michael Myers sit-up again after being launched. And this is a great ending. Again, this is such a spectacular ending. Now she's going to run his ass down. Just like the opening of the movie. Marion did everything right. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. But here, she was kicking his ass. She was winning. I mean, she lost a little bit of control when she drove off of the cliff and it started rolling everywhere. She got real lucky that it trapped his ass. She got real lucky. Because, like, what if the roles were reversed and, like, it trapped her? And his reaction to getting trapped, I'll give it to Myers. He can take a thumping and keep going. Because, man, he is just like a pinata, just taking smacks left and right. And the van's on fire. And cold as ice, Lori. This is incredible. I remember watching this in the theater, and I was like, holy shit, she did it. That's great. Like, I felt satisfied. I wasn't like, oh, bullshit, I want more. This was a great ending to, I mean, at the time in 98, shit, man, you already had a 20-year run, about what, 7 movies? You're all right. But then they had to do Resurrection and totally negate all of this. This is a great scene. He's trapped. He's trying to be a weasel. He's trying to weasel his way out. And she's not having it. That would have made her the greatest final girl of all time, ending Michael Myers like that. And instead, what do? Had to say that he switched the bodies out and the guy couldn't talk because his voice was crushed. Way to take away from this. Like, honestly, I'm bitter now thinking about that. I'm very bitter. I mean, like, he's reaching out. You think that, they're going to have a moment. And honestly, after fighting your greatest foe, who is also your family, I mean, that's a beautiful ending to all this violence and confrontation. You make peace with it, and she takes his head off. What a great ending. But no, Hollywood, and that's when I have my discussions with people on my Instagram page constantly. It's like, oh, we need a sequel. In this case, it ruined it, man. And we are ending the movie, my friends. Smack that head off. Could have been one of the best endings ever. I mean, honestly, I can't think of a better ending that could have topped this if it just went like this. Well, my friends, thank you for my second Movie night watch along. Halloween H2O will always be one of my favorites. Yeah, see, like Star Wars and Doctor Who, I mean, the MCU just ruined by. Again, I had this discussion with someone earlier who automatically was, oh, we needed a sequel. I'm like, why? Look at The Lost Boys. I'm sure everyone was like, yeah, we need sequels. Why? From Dusk Till Dawn. We did not need those sequels. Like, Friday the 13th, I love the longevity. Some of them were misses. Like, part 7 is horrendous. Part 4, I don't know how people thought that was really good. Rewatching it wasn't as good. Halloween, 4, 5, and 6 were kind of bad. And then there's this masterpiece, but it's just, and Halloween 2 might be one of the greatest horror sequels of all time. But C'est La Vie, Halloween H2O on its own, fantastic. One of the best in the series. I don't know, top 5, top 3, I don't know. It's up there though. Everyone, thank you so much for watching with me. I will put up another poll on Instagram soon to see what the next movie should be. I'm thinking maybe Scream 2 or Scream 3. Maybe Lost Boys, maybe, I don't know, Idle Hands, who knows. But my friends, Smile Tiger, thank you so much for watching. Everyone have a good night. And I'm ending this right. Meow.